This is Patrick. He's also known as CurlyLoxx the Voice Box, the mastermind and creative genius behind the duo twinoftwins. He tells the truth for a living. Some find it funny, some offensive, and some never find it at all. I wonder, how did he get to this point where he could free himself from the shackles of the opinions of others and find the courage to offend them and master the true art of not giving a fuck? You can too, if you want. With this podcast, The Rebellious Truth, Patrick offers solutions to problems we thought were solutions, and highlights the errors in so-called solutions we don't know caused the problems in the first place. Who knows? He might just fuck around and say something offensive, something hilarious. Some may even find it repulsive. But as usual, he doesn't give a fuck.
The following feature is rated SM for spiritual maturity and is not intended for the immature who wishes to remain as such. The views expressed are not necessarily those of our sponsors, as they sometimes could care less about what the host is saying, but is more concerned about having their product on a popular show. Warning: small minds, listen at your own risk, as this content is extremely overwhelming and may do further damage to those minds closed off to objective reality. Approach with an open mind, as the heavy nature of the content will lick your chip.
Oh! In the meantime, 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 in between time, in the meantime, in the meantime, in between time, time.
Yes, Rasta, me I tell you, yes, CurlyLoxx the Voice Box, yes, as usual, yes, me there. Another week. Another episode 15, yes, entitled E-Male, yes, the E this will stand for emasculated, yes, emasculated male, yes, E-Male.
So why this topic though, my brother? Why you chose to speak on the topic of men in particular on this episode?
Well, Bridget, we have to know, just like Mr. on the last episode now.
What was that?
In this Western democracy, or should I say, them act crazy. In this Western, them are crazy. Remember, again, is the same spiritually immature mindset will make these rules and laws that govern this Babylonia, this system here in Rasta. And again, these laws seek to pervert or corrupt everything that is natural or divine order. Everything that is naturally natural.
You think so?
Yeah, man. And them separate the man and the woman from one another.
How so?
Oh, you mean with paradigms, brethren? Yeah, man, the story them, the things how we believe. Yeah, man, the word of the day is paradigm. P-A-R-A-D-I-G-M. And the way how them teach you for spell in a school in a Rasta. If a man did actually spell it P-A-R-A-D-I-M-E, he would have write in a Rasta.
How could that be right?
Oh, you mean?
How so?
Common sense. Pan the common sense where them show you say, so, you have spell a certain thing. We know if you spell and pronounce a certain thing. He would have write if that common sense they are used.
I think that's nonsense.
Oh, you mean?
I don't believe it.
Alright. If a man spell, alright, the official spelling of the word paragraph is one now. P-A-R-A-G-R-A-P-H. That don't make no sense.
But that's the spelling though.
No, Bridget, alright. If a man, if we follow with common sense or follow the formula with how them teach we for spell. If a man did spell it P-A-R-A-G-R-A-A-F, it would have make more sense rather than that to the right, but them tell we say that wrong.
So why don't they accept this reality?
They have no business with you. You have to just spell it for them way. That's how Babylon work.
You think so?
Oh, you mean? I don't just the word them alone. They don't see them, so when you have fuck woman, they might tell you say that fuck the wrong. Them no business what makes sense, You have to have fuck for them way, It's a mad piece of world we are living in. Why we don't do a Rasta? Anyway, yes, paradigm. Paradigm mean it is a way of looking at something. When, for example, now them say you change paradigms or the paradigms change, you're actually changing how you think about something. So the man now is useless and upon the fringes of society. Me I tell you, and it's a sad reality, Virgin, and me I tell you, say, me surprised to see the amount of youth to pack up in my inbox and all bout, and even woman too, but I'm crazy youth that tell me, say, boy, them never know, and them, from them born, them never get a word of encouragement. Yet, I say them never hear something like this, yet, in them whole entire life. Even some big man, even some man well over 50, ask me if it's too late for them. I said, no, it's never too late. It's never too late for do the right thing. Me I tell you that. Alright, yes, this section of the program is brought to you by Bunks About Kids Party Rentals. To give your kids the experience of a lifetime, don't just bunks all boat. It is at Bunks About. That is BUNX About. ABOUT, yeah man. And the number to call is 876-404-1714. If you want to give your kids the party of a lifetime, and you're sure. Also brought to you by Madvert Multimedia. If it's not Madvert, it's not an advert. And Rebel 13 Collections. It's at Rebel 13 Collections for the finest in custom design clothing and everything printing except fingerprinting. And Vicebox Studios, the vice of a nation. Yes, alright. The first letter of the day is coming from Roger King. Alright, that one is very long, so I'm going to read some of the front part and then I reach on the last part there. Alright, he must say, keep up the good work. I'm listening to you from 2003, which puts a laughter to my everyday living. But since I started to listen in the meantime program, I sometimes hack people Wi-Fi just to listen. Careful, little Roger, careful. Alright. Him go on to say, my name is Roger King. I am from St. Elizabeth. I am 23 was St. Elizabeth. May I tell you my place, my native parish, big up St. Elizabeth. Yeah, him say, I'm living on the streets, but I'm very progressive. Since I start to listen in the meantime, I've understand more about life and everyday living. The program helps me to change my everyday life and start to think more critical, and it helped me to build my vocabulary and educate me. I lost my mom at 14 years old and I don't know a father. I drop out of high school because of financial issues and lack of parenting. I take to the street to find something to help myself, which is very difficult, but nevertheless, I never give up. Alright, so I'm skip out and forward down so now. Alright, if any of your listeners can help me to get a job, I'll appreciate it. Anywhere in Kingston or St. Catherine, they can WhatsApp me on 876-317-8085 or call 876-320-6760. And let me say, I'm not begging anything. All I want is just a job to help myself and my 4-year-old daughter. Continue to inspire the nation. Give thanks for in the meantime. Alright, so if anyone listening can help this youth Rasta, me I tell you, him not begging, him looking for an opportunity, not a handout. So that is commendable and respectable. So reach out to him on those numbers. Alright. The second letter of the day is coming from Natalie Cunningham. Yeah, she say, bless up, Mr. Vicebox. I love your show. My husband and I cannot get enough. However, you said something on last episode, episode 14, where you stated that Dwayne Wade was exploiting his daughter's confusion. I personally think Dwayne Wade loves his child and accepts her for who she is, and I don't see anything wrong with that. I also don't think any parent alive would go to that extreme for money or clout. I look forward to episode 15. Keep them coming. Alright, Natalie. Yes, you same daughter, well, me same son. We can disagree and we are right? Yeah, man. And you say you don't know why somebody would do that to them children. You understand? You don't know why. Alright. I'm going to tell you why. You understand? It's 3 things. And the 3 things are spiritual immaturity, and spiritual immaturity. Let me say something again. You understand? Yeah, man. I mean name again, because again is how you learn. Repetition. So tell me something now. How much rich people you see out there we don't know when them have enough? And miserable because them have to compete with everybody. And them broke again every time somebody get more than them. Yeah, man, because the most important thing to a spiritually immature person is somebody's opinion of them. Everybody's opinion of them are the most important thing. It run them entire life. So Natalie, you have to understand. So the spiritually mature with money are the brokest people on earth. And when I talk about him in relation to him youth now, I now tell him youth how to feel or where to be, you know. I tell him be a parent. This youth is 10, 11-year-old.
At the time.
Yeah, at the time.
Yeah,
Man, just be a parent to the youth, you understand? And if when him 18, him still have certain feelings and say him want a fat pussy, well then, at that point, you just decide if you are going to support him. But you don't give up your parental role and left up the youth to the system, brethren.
My brother, with all fairness though, if the child feels like it's transgender, the man respects the right of the child to be transgender. Are you saying that the child's right shouldn't be respected, my brother?
No, brethren, me I say the youth too young. Because at that age, you know, Rasta, youth a search for them sexual identities, a normal thing. Alright, look on it like this. Sexual energy is an objective part of human nature. However, sexuality itself can be subjective, meaning say, a one can now be influenced then by elements in them surroundings.
I don't believe that. I'm not buying that.
Alright, these elements can influence them, I believe, to walk or to be oriented in a particular direction.
Are you saying people don't make their own sexual choices, my brother?
No, me I say, at this stage in them life, brethren, it is critical so we protect them from certain things because watch ya, certain elements within the surroundings can exploit them sexual vulnerability. And let's say a pervert catch a little boy at that stage in his life now and do certain things, certain sexual things to him now, repeatedly. And as me always say, anything repeated over and over become second nature. And to this little boy, you know, this feel like it natural, so it become him identity. And it's not only for boys, it go for girls too, because when a man trouble one little girl from, let's say, age 10, 11, by the time she's 15, this become normal. But this destroy our ability to function in any healthy relationship later on in life.
Why is that, my brother?
Because them they too young to decide what them is at that point. Them just have the sexual energy and don't know what to do with it. Them just try find out what is this thing and figure it out.
Too young, you're saying?
Yeah, man, at that age, them can't make a choice yet. And scientific studies prove, so what most of these abusers have in common is an exposure to pornography too early in them life when them not develop to process that properly. So me now say the way enough to support him youth. Me I say the youth is too young to make a decision say me that transsexual or any other sexual. Yeah, man, at that age them can't make a choice yet. Remember, in my childhood, a whole heap of people can remember them things too. When we was about the same age, boy 11, used to have a girl named Michelle in Rasta. We used to play Dolly House and them thing there. Yeah. Fear Dolly, my house. When mommy got in a bar, yeah man. And sometimes we used to play it over a place named Azibush, yeah man. So one day, you know, you don't know, them a pick the mother, them a pick the father, we're going to be the pick me and them thing there. And one little youth named Charlie, yeah, we used to do that one thing. Michelle pick me because Charlie, the kind of hard to look upon, and she always pick me, yeah man. So, we going to do my thing with Michelle as usual, wind up, and, yeah, you know, wind up till it feel like you've done, and the thing open up, the wood open up and just lock back, nothing no come out. Yeah, I tell you. Alright, so, when we done one idea, we go out side and we go catch Charlie. Bore hole in a banana tree and I get some rascal for.
That's disgusting. That's disgusting.
Alright, where you call that now? Where you call him? What kind of label you give him? A banana sexually you call Charlie? You can say that sexual energy there in them from early and them a try figure out what them is and what this is. Unfortunately, some environmental factors and some fuck up experiences like abuse can tamper with that natural process. Because Charlie live in Florida, you know, with his wife and him two beautiful children. Why him never grow up for marry a banana tree? All me I say is that if a pervert did catch Charlie at that particular point in his life, it might never did work out so well.
Does science support your claim, my brother?
Oh, you mean? Of course. Many world-renowned, famous psychotherapists conduct interviews with people who live this kind of lifestyle and find abuse in a most of them past. And I'm not saying that abuse is the only influential factor in this kind of outcome, you know, in this lifestyle. But me I say this subject here is about the children get abused.
Too frequently, I would say, my brother.
Yeah, man. So early in their life, them don't know, brethren. So make the youth them grow up and pick a side.
In the meantime...
Well, call me naive, my brother, but I can't see Dwayne Wade exploiting his son in the ways that you have described. I can't see parents being that wicked just for money, my brother, and notoriety. I can't see it.
Watch out, man. The most important thing to a spiritually immature person, parent and otherwise, is what other people think about them. So that we think them are the best and most moral person in the world. But make them get a chance to be where them consider more important than all who make them feel less. And see if they don't sell them picnic and them dog and throw in all them grandmother if she's still strong enough for wash plate in a somebody's house at daytime and tie up in a them basement at night.
I don't believe that.
Alright, so
I don't.
Cool. All right.
I don't.
Tell me why them parents are then.
Why what?
Carry them little 13, 14-year-old daughter to R. Kelly when them know the man reputation for trouble them somewhere in the vicinity of a king-size bed. Don't answer that.
You believe it's money?
Of course, money. Of course it's money.
You're saying. But for somebody whose daughter wants a singing career, my brother.
You have to consider
hold on.
Them are going to sing pan.
Don't you think?
Think what?
It would be natural for that parent to seek to get an into the industry, my brother, in any way they can?
Yeah, man, but tell me then. Yes, the answer is yes. Your daughter want a career, and yeah. But when you think about your daughter career, you never did that think about the man reputation and what him do with them pitney there. You want her into the industry, yes, but not at the expense of into your daughter vagina. Might as well someone who wear a full lime green suit with a feather in a white cap and 10 finger full of ring. Because when he's a pimp, when it come on to no picnic rasta. And I say all of the parents them have the same motive. But a whole heap of them, you know, it was all about those money, Bridget. You understand? And then the funny thing is when the money done, you understand, all of a sudden them have sense, them moral again, and oh my God, this is terrible. How could Robert do this to my child? We trusted him.
You really think so?
How you mean? Some of them do that just to get them neighbor to say, yes, their daughter made it, and him no business with them daughter go through, or we go through them daughter. Some of them no business if R. Kelly using mouth and other objects to stretch out them daughter body hole and let it go back. As long as the neighbors are look up on them, and them look good.
I'm not buying that.
I
won't. Even if I had all the money in the world, I wouldn't buy it, my brother.
You sure say I buy, you not buy it, or you can't afford it?
What you mean?
Because most people cannot afford to deal with the truth. Alright, well, it look like your memory card are full up, so it look like I go too far back for now one day. Alright, let me go recently, I know, alright. So, Netflix recently do this movie, I know, named Cuties. Yes, Cuties, yes, C-U-T-I-E-S. Where them are sexualized 10 and 11-year-old girls in the show, yeah. And before the show even come out, they make a trailer where it cause outrage, you understand? And people are demand tell Netflix take it down. And up to now, when the movie actually come out, and more outrage, them decide to them still not take it down because what? Everyone have a freedom of expression. Alright. See it again. Now if a regular person does do a movie, express a certain disagreement with certain kind of lifestyle, instant them take down the show.
You believe so?
Oh, you mean instant them take it down and I make long apology to whosoever it might have offended. And them no regarding this Cuties movie I go put out statement say it has nothing at all to do with pedophilia. And them go on to say that this is a top quality and highly rated movie that has won a Sundance Film Festival award. You understand? And I also get interested now because ironic it is, for the co-founder of Sundance Film Festival, which seems of an all-inclusive cocky because this is a married man who just recently received 6 years of prison for sexually assault a little girl and is something when been a do.
What you saying? Is that a fact?
Yes, man. Now what I say? Apparently this so-called Christian, this Mormon, a trouble little boys and girls for years. So it's no surprise the film company would approve a film like this, a movie like this for your award. Me I tell you, say you don't need glasses and your worse don't need some grapefruit juice for see a film thing. This. Me I tell you that.
Yeah, but how does this relate to parents selling their children, though, Papa?
Look like you're not learning, Pastor. Over 650 children, 10 and 11-year-old children, them audition for play the role of these 3 or 4 main girls in the show. So that simply means that there must have been at least 600 parents we consent to have them little daughter. 650 of them. A wind up for a man who must be a pedophile for what 650 little girl for choose the best one.
Good God, my brother. Is that so?
Of course, that's what I say. I watch I know. Remember again, no matter who I lick out, them nah take it down. So that simple prove my point on the last episode when I say the only thing we have a vice or freedom of expression is anything we pervert objective nature.
That movie must be hard to watch.
Yeah, man. It's a terrible thing for see. Yeah, man, because in one of the scene them now, the little girl them a discuss which boy are pissing up in a full mouth and was supposed to go and yes so and this so and boy would big and all kind of trouble. Yeah. It all lead to them. I say the next little girl go video the big boy with them love off wood and all kind of fuckery in a bathroom and it's rough, bridging, me I tell you that, but there's a plot twist, you know.
What
yeah,
twist?
Man. The
How
plot
so?
twist, you know. Because
How so?
A two reality unfold at the same time in this scenario, yeah.
What do you mean?
What you mean, I mean, Bridget? Alright, watch out.
What?
Netflix them put out the show, yeah, and a fuck with them, though, yes. There's a pedophile agenda to the whole entire thing.
You think so?
No denying that, and I would have never denied that. But the other reality we unfold is simply this.
What's that?
This movie actually just film wagwan. Them no make it up. It is a depiction of modern reality.
You think so, my brother?
Of course, that's what I say.
Why though?
For people who live idea and don't watch process, it is a dangerous world with them create and don't know it. And that me I tell you say that we do. Because what? Most of we today, we still I think, say the little 10-year-old and the 11-year-old are the same like when we did small. And hear some of we, me start off sex and think about certain things when me 16. And we are look for them time like our time. And now, see, say popular culture then and popular culture now are two different set of things, Rasta. Because the environment will motivate we to do a thing them time there. A different environment will motivate you now. You to know we didn't know when we 20 at like 11. No.
What you talking
What
about?
you mean when we are talking about
I
the internet, brethren? One time when we did want to know certain things, we have to have a bag of encyclopedia. And if you have all a one sex book that have to hide behind your brethren, full cubido. And if you have to talk about blue movie and them thing, the rest of that coming like is a drug dealer of that man, and you have to look out for police, aka parents. But the internet broke down the whole of them border there. The youth them exposed to everything. Right now, you're a little 6 or 7-year-old can just take your phone and go through some things and shame you. Show you some things in your phone where you never see yet. And you really naive enough for things say, them youth are not see the things for them phone. Where you give them, where you are sip on your phone. You really believe that?
Why are parents like that though?
Because we still have this idea in our head and I calculate the youth them time like when we did a grow.
We measure everything from our perspective, you're saying, my brother.
Yeah, man, not the same kind of habit, yeah. Make me believe, say, hey, you know why most people afraid of death outside just not existing?
Why is that?
Because them judge death from the perspective of being alive. Them see it like, say, them all lock up in them casket and seal off in the grave and them go under there suffocate. I'm going to deal with this internet thing here on a full episode of The Rebellious Truth, yes, coming soon. But tell me something. Who give these children these same devices of destruction in a them hand under the guise of staying in touch with their kids and make sure so them know where them there in this wicked world and them know the dangers of the internet, yet still them don't monitor the children's action because them too busy and look likes and clout on the same internet. Who do that?
The parents are responsible.
Of course, they're responsible. Most of will left up pitney them to the system, all in the name of modernization.
You think so?
Yeah, man, them just give you a phone and say, go and go look for Taros or fuck Shensia now. So what we do now, we just give the pitney them phone so we can have more time for our phone. Now them turning at every fucking thing where them sip on the phone. I know everybody turn idiot and I say, cancel Netflix. And this so the problem really they know.
How is that a problem?
This cancel culture.
How is that a problem?
You know, new none at all in a long time we are cancel truth when we see it. So we believe it is when a man tell him wife say, all right, you have to go do this and that, another way I have to go, and she not agree because work have to go do this or no one way. What you think up now? When she left him in her mind and him no know. No cancel, she cancel him, man. We don't confront truth because it requires we to work in order to change it. So we just cancel and move, everything we cancel and move, but it don't go away. It's just the right there build up and I get worse until we have the courage to confront it. So cancel Netflix and the whole entire internet. It just go up again and again and again until we have the courage to face it and fix it with action, not wishes, not clicking I agree to the immoral programming with the system of them under. And I hope say them turn out right.
In the meantime.
So, what's in the news, my brother?
Alright, me could know. Yes, alright. Yeah, man, that one I look like something where the youth them have to go learn off of, you know. Yeah, man, the email, the emasculated male, I go learn off of this thing because apparently, dancehall superstar, international superstar, Busy Signal, is under attack from two of his baby mothers, you understand? Apparently, it started with an Instagram post, one of the baby mother make. See, I know she make them fuck him a prison. And the other baby mother now must comment and a laugh and them thing there and I make fear one contribution to the conversation. And a whole heap of commenting back and forth on the forum. However now, my outlook on the whole thing is simply this. The spiritual immaturity at the root of every failure in every kind of relationship and every level should be observed in order to get rid of it. Because what you know is not just woman alone do this thing, you know, where we separate the idea of all things from the process, you know. Man do the same thing that we know, the same romanticize, the fairy tale, the pretty browning, yeah man, she look good. We not think about the rest of picture most of the time, man. We not think about the rest of picture. Like whether she can deal with the kind of pressure we come with like getting a youth and them thing there. Most man not even realize that them no business if she can read a book good, from she look good and joke good. And then now in 9 months time you find say a 2 baby bad and she a one of them. And this know too much men find out say it's an immature person when never ready for the process this them breed. The sad reality is most man go after woman with just fucking mind until them breed the wrong girl. And she drive them out of them fucking mind.
Find out when it's late, eh?
Exactly, because what? Immature people are always in a state of mind where they are insecure about everything. They are never sure. Their mind no make up about nothing at all. Them uncertain about everything. So them are always under stress, and for them stress are going to become your stress. And 3/4 of the time a man who have an ounce of sense cannot stay with a person like that, and then the youth them end up a suffer.
What's the root cause though?
Because any immature person at all, them stay stuck in a competition mode, you understand? Everyone with them relate to is a competition, them look and see. Nobody is somebody with them to complete with. That is for a mature person. Because anybody who is stuck in a competition mode cannot be pleased. Because you can't run out of competitors. And therefore, these kind of people can never be happy. Because them cannot satisfy. You understand? Because if them have $10 million right now, and them find out that somebody else get 20, they're miserable, them broke again and just say, oh, me should have that too. So them can never be joyful.
Why is that though, my brother?
And these people are...
Why is that?
Because them driven by them ego. Alright, me see one of my virgin already have one girl, man, and the man catch her. A text with next man and all kind of madness. Them a go out with a middle of night and him decides say him done with her right there, so. The girl ball and I say, oh, a mistake me make and I'm so sorry. And boy, the virgin go say, oh, try to work it out and thing and make the relationship work, man. She just time him for about a month and a half and left him.
Why would you do that, my brother?
Because she want to say, she don't want to give him the pleasure to say, yo, you left me. And me have left you. And them kind of childish game that them play. And now the case I know of busy baby mother them now. I'm not saying that these ladies are wrong, you know, because me don't know the situation we are going. So me can't really make a judgment in any way, shape or form who right and wrong. But there is a way to deal with it. You don't have to bring your business and whatever your growth is on social media. You know, if you just think, or you know, if you just think about the idea of what causing you to be angry right now, you have to think about the process where it's going to lead to where your choice and your response or reaction are going to lead to. Because you're not even think about say, alright, you call him Batman. So what the picnic in my school or call your picnic? So let us just say now, even look on it away again. Let us just say where you say now him a Batman can possibly end him career. Let's say now him career don't know him only means of sustaining him children. You know what you gonna say when him not make no money and can't mind the youth? It's a deadbeat father. What I mean, it look like the father them can't win Rasta. I don't know if I say again. Alright, I wish all parties involved well right I know Rasta. No, start it out.
In the meantime.
Yes, the up top boss. In the meantime, up top, I'm represent for CurlyLoxx, the voice box. You understand? Stay in your own alien, yeah.
At this point, I want to say, most of it is not who we believe so we is. We are performing through life. We are not accepting responsibility. We not accept our part in none of the problem them where we are faced. Most of we bow to the perverted energy we have challenged nature. The energy there, we write all of the rules. We create the type of immature, spiritually immature people for the purpose of consumerism and economic slavery. The greed at the head of the system and in the head of the average immature person. A destroy human relationship to life itself. All relationship on every level. Relationship between man and woman. Relationship between family. Relationship to the earth itself. The greed at the heart of the immature make them only think about taking, gaining, and not giving back that which them require from everyone and everything. Everybody does a take. Everybody does a go get. Everything is about me, like me like to say. This thing name, me-ness. Most people not see others and like things that them are the best out of billions of people. And we don't see the earth itself a weep. And if we don't grow up and accept responsibility for our action, we are going to suffer when nature strike back, you know. Because the spiritual immaturity where most people are celebrate like a religion and don't realize that the more they make choices to ignore a morality that was not invented but discovered and therefore cannot be ignored. Is the more those actions will come from those choices bring we closer to a destruction. Most people like tell themselves say, the person they not give me, the person that don't make me happy. No, you not make you happy. You not grow up. You just get taller and not wiser. Are you not happy? Because you can't stop compete. Are you do that to you? As long as we stay greedy, we are going to suffer in every relationship to everyone. And the biggest relationship right now we are suffer the most is the relationship to the earth and life itself. This song is from one of my favorite upcoming, I shouldn't even say that, one of my favorite star. Because I see him around the world already. Him is no stranger to In the Meantime. It is Youngster, a.k.a. Bushlad. Yes, a native of St. Mary. Yes, big up St. Mary at this time. This is a pre-release. It don't out yet. Yes, that one I name. Humans.
Run it. That's how they have daddy. Go ahead.
Yeah, man, if you know, so this is Leela Ike right and now you're listening to In the Meantime with CurlyLoxx, the voice box. Check it. I spy that you see something you might like.
Run it. That's how they have daddy. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know. A truth and reality and a dream time. CurlyLoxx. In the meantime, listen a theme time. No longer tell them say you're Rasta run the world, a CurlyLoxx run the world. You have to know that. CurlyLoxx, voice box, big up. Sprague Ben said that.
Morally, spiritually, it's a sad world we are living in right now. No matter where they might try make it look like. Alright, so we are talking about the emasculated male, you know. Yes, the email.
Yes.
As me say earlier, and I'm going to keep on saying.
What was that?
What is naturally natural is under attack right now, yeah man. Everything that is nature is under attack. From spiritual wickedness in very high places, Rasta. From the immature, the spiritual immature minds, yeah man, will make the rules in this place.
You think so?
How you mean them pervert the natural order by destroying families? And it's not an overnight thing in a Rasta. Eventually, over time, them separate the man from the woman fully, a little them chip away. You understand? And right now, to how them socialize the woman and how them socialize the female for believe.
You think they brainwashed, you're saying?
Oh, you mean them use them belief system against them? Them socialize them for believing the ideas separated from process. So much time you go say that. They monetize them immaturity. And it's not only a woman thing, but me I speak to the issue of what is separating the man from the woman in a Babylon right now.
How they do that?
Oh, you mean how them do it?
I want to know.
What, Bridget, all right, look on it like how them do America with this thing we name welfare, where them introduced in 1935 under President Franklin D. Roosevelt. The system take the approach of what them call the Oedipal mother in a psychology, where again, it is that type of mother who make sure say them do every single thing for the youth that them diminish the youth life skill, and therefore the youth is totally dependent on them. So under welfare now, the black woman end up married to the system and socialize them for beliefs that them entitled to everything without any kind of real work or effort for them part to achieve anything with them say.
Elusive ideas.
Yeah man, that just the idea. In their mind, stress nothing in and nothing at all. Life supposed to be something where you just go through smooth. And this is where them use that type of belief system that them use to control them. You understand? And anytime stress coming at them life, where them have to fall back on, them have welfare. So therefore the black woman cannot rise to her full potential because them have that option. And it's not me alone that say this. So you know that this is the objective truth.
So the illusions are dictating their actions, you're saying, my brother?
Yeah, because you know, so if you fear something, if you never experience that thing where you fear, it's them create a bag of problem and always offer the solution.
They are the engineers.
Yeah, man, and them create this imaginary civil war of the sexes we start in a woman mind, where them just bungle up every man and put them under the same banner and say men are. And the problem is, immature, spiritually immature people from both sides, not just women. Them socialize for beliefs everything for easy. Them not like nothing we are stressed. Them not socialize. Yeah man, them not socialize. So. And with this reality, with this situation, it turn women into single mothers. Them strive to be single mothers whether them realize it or not. Because it is celebrated. And feel free if you go listen back in the meantime from episode 1, go see if me not tell you no long time. Immature, single mother cannot raise a mature man, a mature youth. So therefore she go always create a man where no other woman are primarily attracted to, that are intrinsically in them nature to be attracted to. So therefore now this spiritual immaturity I go continue because the immature parental situation now them that situation coming like an original CD, and then the picnic them coming like a blank we burn off of that, and then the cycle continue. And I don't think me have to tell big people say my assessment to me I make right now is not a one size fits all, stretch to fit all woman or even man when me I deal with right now. You understand? Because not everyone is the same, but we are talking about the majority in a both case. Now the mainstream media and social media now are turn the woman them in a thing with him. I am the prize. This statement I now suggests say they are the center of the relationship. In other words, they are the sun that the man should revolve around and serve.
Is that so?
And them,
is that?
Yeah man, and them say this thing here, them believe this thing here no Rasta. And without the least consideration of whether or not them do anything aside from skin out and take fuck to earn this coveted title.
But some would say that's a prize though.
And where I say, watch ya man, the prize is when me and you come together as a couple for go for together. Me or you and on a Ross prize. We're supposed to be two mature people who understand what the prize is. A relationship, the reason why people come together in a relationship is to have that place the way you can go. When the world get wicked, you're supposed to can take off the mask where you have to wear with the rest of the world. We're supposed to can be vulnerable with one another. You're supposed to can see my real face. If me or you have to keep on the mask in fear of judgment, then me or you in the wrong yard. And if a woman I go feel say all she have to do is just fuck cause she look good and she not have to really take care of me spiritually and emotionally, then she's a social prostitute. And in any relationship and any level work and otherwise, nobody enough want or get credit where them don't earn. And then them don't want you call them prostitute when that is what it is. If a man have to have money and that's it. And if you want to be prostitute, no wrong. That is your choice. You're big woman. You can do that if you want. You understand? But my thing is that don't make it look like, okay, I am this great thing and all the morals and you just did it. Like the pastor wife with the big church. And again, me tell you way back then. So I prefer the one them over back road, not saying me buy prostitute, but I prefer the one where say, alright, at this we do this and at that we do that and this is X and this is what you expect. Done. I go and go forward and in the meantime, I go and play a clip from Stir It Up. Way back when.
All if you have no eye, no foot, no ears, no cocky. For me have your money, everything alright. Them no business if you can't fuck again. Them and go on no say you can't broke again. I it make you see the whole of them a double click one killer. A dream of him money. So when you see him go left click and delete them, you can't wrong him.
You mean right click?
Some clicking go on. Hold on, no man. All if I did all suffer a dog like me can't see them the pussy there. Me can't go see them pussy there pan Blue movie. Them nah fuck no poor man.
Leave me the fuck
Daddy
alone.
shoulda kill you. Go suck your mother girl.
Hold on a second. So you condoning? You condoning the physical abuse of women?
Me nah condone it. But I don't know him a beat her. A regular she run a walk and a play 100 grand a thump. A true daddy same nah give her no more money. I make you see it reach yourself.
Yes, that was the problem. Yeah, man. That is the problem from then till now. But the problem about problems is that most people want somebody else to be the problem. So the problem I go persist because nobody no like the solution. The solution is stop. Allow it. But the trick is that take work. So most people avoid the solution and go and complain about problem. Enough man wants to say the woman are the problem. But the truth is not the woman are the problem. The woman entitled to give problem. But you have an option to not take the fucking problem. But oftentimes she constantly abuse you because she have the option to do that. The people who turn out the best in life is the people that don't have an option.
You really think so?
What do you mean? Alright. Take away welfare from them women in America right now. And take the idiot man who willing to finance them laziness out of the equation and see if they have way better black woman right now, stronger, 10 times stronger in a real life, not imagination.
Why is that?
Because them now have an option to be nothing other than strong. So my advice to all man right now is to be a man. You have to grow up and separate yourself from anyone who spiritually and emotionally and manipulate you. It better for them and it better for you. In any kind of relationship at any level at all. Let me tell you something. If you cannot walk away, you cannot negotiate. And therefore, you cannot be respected.
So separate, you're saying?
Yeah, man, of course. Separate from them, it make them better too. Because if you find yourself always a give to them and all them do a spit in your face and trample upon your efforts because them feel like them entitled to it. Separate and focus on where you're born to do. Focus on your purpose. Focus on finding that one thing there where you would do free all if nobody now pay you. Prioritize your career. No make no woman make you sideline that.
Why is it that they stay in these situations?
Because the problem is them worry too much about where this woman is going to think about them. But the biggest mistake people often make, man and woman, but me I talk to the man them now. The biggest mistake we make a whole lot of times is because, let me tell you something, youth. You know why you care so much about what them think about you? Because there is no you. Only an idea. So making them happy is who you are. When them happy, you're good. For make them happy and for make everything stable is your purpose. Wrong approach. The truth is you can't make nobody happy. That's up to them. Nobody on the planet to make none of we happy. And you can't make nobody happy. It's a choice.
So you're saying people are responsible for their own happiness, you're saying?
Yeah, man. Me believe the problem is because there is no individual in the relationship them. Because some people love to talk about, too much individual nowadays. Them not have a clue what an individual is. Let me tell you that.
They don't?
No, them not have a clue. Let me tell you something. The reason why most group no work out, me I talk about marriage and work and any other type of thing.
Why is that?
The reason why a group no work out 99% of the time is because there is no individual in the group contrary to popular belief, meaning say there is no independent understanding of who I am and a confidence in that reality. There is no sense of the existence of a self. So therefore you put all effort into making someone or something else define what your total existence is. So what is your validation now? The house, the car, the wife. I'm making people happy. Now any one of these things and people fail you, there is no you to fall back on. So you have to fall apart because them are your existence, them are your identity. Because in your mind, them no have no autonomy, no control over for them life because there is no them, only you. Their existence is you. So when them a move on in your mind, them a destroy everything that is you. And at the same thing when people come together for work, on some kind of project where more one people have to work, you find say one person in a group don't want the rest of group disagree with him. And always big loud argument. Because the group is him. I'm identity.
Why is it always that way though?
Because we grew up in a one culture where we socialize with to make others happy, and that is an impossible task. Because we cannot control what somebody believe, what them feel, what them think, where them understand, how them understand. So with this kind of mindset, yeah, most of we end up turn punching bag for people, whether friend, family, spouse, or long-term partner. We end up become punching bag whole heap of time because people think you humble is a walkover. And we endure all of the fuckery because we're afraid to be by ourselves. And the fear there is why we can't find our individuality because we are run from it. And in this dysfunctional situation, you know, what make it even terrible is that in the immature person, in this immature girl, then, is like, she kind of confused because a spiritually mature man look awfully just like a fool or a punk, you know, because to the immature person, somebody sensible is an idiot, you know. And remember say, you know, when you deal with somebody immature, it's a competition, no matter what you tell yourself, say, in this person, every move is a competition. Every aspect of our life then is a competition. So make sure you know this. Stay up on this thing I'm going to tell you. Whether you want to believe it or not. You notice a whole heap of time. Some woman take some good man where did well attractive, hence why she did like him in the first place, you know. But when she get him, she no stop because she know in herself, say, him have too much sense and me can't bother deal with him and him try make me come up. So you me go do now, man. Me go make sure, say. She just make sure in herself, say. She get you into a false sense of security where you get comfortable and develop a thing we may call husband body.
Why would you do that?
What you mean why should I do that?
Why?
Them know how when you're ready for move, you end up better than them. So them feed you, them tell you so you look nice no matter how fuck up you look. So me I tell you, stay strong, stay firm, stay up on top of your A game. Make them know say them other girl asleep on your step. Time for come in upon you so them have to know what them a do. But some man go get comfortable. Tree belly start dropping and him just get big and ugly. Then what happen to him? No self-esteem. Him feel now like him can't start over, so him just end up a take the abuse. Don't drop asleep on them words there, no youths. Stay up. I mean, I tell you them again too. Stop tell people how to love you and not try to say, that way you have to do this. No, I'm tell you something. When somebody love you, them interested. When them interested, them do everything and you not have to tell them. It a part of them nature, them second nature for treat you a certain way. So no beg nobody for love you. And right now, yes or no, as a man, you have to reach in your mind now. You have to make the woman them know straight, say right now. Alright. Me not have no negative for call you. Me not call you no bitch. Me not call you no whore. Me not call you no jankro. You have a right to be who you want to be. But not at my expense. And to the man them you know Rasta. If we are going to restore woman to them rightful mindset, the advice is just be a man. A woman want a man to be a man. Because half of the time them don't know what them want a bum buckler. If it's an immature opinion them have, you can't care about it. So take back on the underpants and give back the woman them panty jar.
In the meantime.
In the meantime, 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 in between time. Time in the meantime, in the meantime, in between time. Boom boom time.